full lotus from half happy baby. So you move one foot a little bit further away, spin the thigh bone out, move the knee across, and bring it in, okay? Now that one, once you have that, if you have that, then the next one's a lot harder. So what I do, first I try to get half happy baby, half lotus, and I roll to my right and gently move this knee across. Now if it doesn't line up, it doesn't line up. Okay, some of you, you'll see this side is a lot tighter on me. Some of you will be able to just draw it in and then you come back to center. Some of you that won't feel great, and so you won't really push full lotus pose. Okay, let me just unwind for a second. I usually come on over. Now let's do the more accessible side. Whichever your tighter hip is, if you do that one first, that's the easier variation. If you can't grab your foot here, that becomes a predicament, but if you can tuck your tailbone a little bit, grab your foot, and lean to your left, then, and push this knee out, you can slowly move this knee a little bit away, just slowly, and sneak this in for full lotus pose. Okay, and then of course, if you wanted to sit up, you can. It's just very hard at first from that position to roll up. So this is full lotus. Now, in the beginning, it's way more accessible to keep the knees wide, 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 okay? Let me show you how you could do it from seated position. I take the leg and I widen it out to the left and I bring it across. But a couple of reasons why it's hard to do it seated upright and why you might avoid it is because your body will tend to tip back or your knee will strain here. And putting a block may or may not be helpful. It might tip you back further. Now here's the part where it's really challenging for the bottom knee. The reason why this first knee is fairly accessible is because the knee is closed. But look at this knee is more open here, the bottom knee, okay? Whereas this knee joint is fully closed. This one's more open. It's more at risk. So what you do have to do in this position is be able to get as wide as possible until this knee joint closes. Okay, so I highly recommend that you don't do it from a seated position because it's very risky on the knee joint. And being on your back presents a few greater opportunities. Still might be hard, but definitely more accessible.